Hey, so in this video I show you how to make a liverwurst from game meat. I'm using deer here on the meat side. However, you could also use wild boar in other game. Same with the liver. And then to add some fat, I use some pork, either back fat or pork belly. The important part is that you add some fat to the sausage. Onion, then I have salt and cure, white pepper, thyme, and some mace and ginger powder. And this is optional, but I really like it. Cranberries, you can add them or not. It gives a light sweetness, and for me it enhances the taste of this type of liverwurst. First step is to cut the meat and the fat into strips or cubes. Just make sure they fit your meat grinder later on, and then add them to a Ziploc bag and get all the air out of it. And then we cook it at 78 degrees Celsius for 90 minutes sous vide. You could also cook it directly in water. However, then you need to weigh the meat before and afterwards and re-add the missing water that went out during the cooking process. With the sous vide method, all the taste and also liquid stays in. Then in the meantime, we can cut the onions and fry them at low to medium heat in a pan. You can use like ghee or butter or also pork fat to fry them. They don't need to have like super dark color. Just make sure to sweat them and reduce them a bit and it will be fine. It should look like this in the end. For grinding, I'm using the smallest perforated disc and then I grind it through once. Before we grind it, we make sure that all the water from the cooking is in the bowl, and that's what I mean. This would be re-added if you cook it directly in water. Then you grind the meat, the fat, and the liver. As we are mixing it later with a food processor, you can just grind it through once and then add it to your food processor. And additionally to the meat, you also add the spices, salt, and then also the cranberries. And mix everything well. And of course, you also add the onions. You can also add them in the beginning. I just forgot them. And blend it to your desired consistency. If you want it coarser, of course, you don't need to blend it so long, also works. Then for filling, there are multiple options. Either use like artificial casings and then we poach them, or you can also can them, put them in jars and cook them. For the poaching, I'm cooking them at 75 degrees Celsius for 1 minute per millimeter diameter of the artificial casing. And then once it's cooled down, it becomes spreadable. You can eat it on a piece of bread or also toast or baguette. Works really nice. Taste-wise, it has game flavor. The slight sweetness of the cranberries comes together really nicely. The full recipe with all the numbers is below. If you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.